of a ton of art books, and today I want to introduce a brand new series here on my drawing YouTube channel. I just came off of a 15-week series that I was doing here on this channel, doing Whimsical Women of the World, and these faces that we were drawing were insane, and the results that people were getting was crazy nuts awesome. However, they were pretty advanced, and I feel for some of my beginner students kind of being left out a little bit. So what I want to do is kind of rewind and go back to the beginning and practice our facial features. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with not having enough time in their day to just make room for their art practice at all. I hear that all the time. Like, how do I make time? I don't know when to do it. I feel overwhelmed. So my recommendation is to put it in your calendar. Like, I actually schedule it in my calendar like I would a doctor's appointment or just a regular, chore that I had to do. And that way it becomes a habit, and I put it repeating every day so I don't miss out, and it will come up every day, and then that way I don't miss out. Another thing that might help with this is not having extended play art date sessions, right? Just do like a few minutes here or there. That's all you do, because what ends up happening is that your little 5-minute session will end up maybe being 15 minutes or maybe being 20 minutes or maybe being more, depending on what you have going on that day. So I challenge you to schedule some time for yourself on your calendar and make some room for yourself. The awesome part about this series, which is why I'm talking about time, is that I'm going to do 6 videos, at least, I don't know, a bunch of weeks worth of practice where we're going to do 5 facial features in 5 minutes. Now, obviously, I'm kind of like I can't not teach sometimes. I just have to explain everything I'm doing. So my videos might be over a minute, a little bit, but I'm trying to keep everything about a minute per each one. What am I talking about? All right, I've made up actually a 20-page PDF packet for you, and this is gonna go along with this entire series. So there's links to the series so you can jump right back in case I publish my videos every Monday around noon Eastern time, but in case you're late or whatever, you have this link can get you back, and this will pull up all of the videos in the series so you can't get lost. And then what it is, and I'm working directly in here, and you can too, and this is free. Just leave me a comment below that says I would love the practice packet, and I will just drop a link, and then you can put your email address in and it gets sent right to your inbox. So what I'm gonna be doing, and I want you to do it with me, is drawing each of these in about a minute for each one. Because another thing my students really struggle with is perfectionism. Ladies, you know who I'm talking about, okay? And just spending your whole life's work on one thing. So there's our 5, okay? There's the same thing. And then there's an empty bonus sheet that you can then find your own references and do your own practices, because you're gonna get so carried away and you're wanting to keep going, right? I know you will. So we are going to be doing, I'll give you a little sneak peek. We're gonna be doing 5 lips, 5 noses, 5 eyes, 5 face shapes, 5 hairstyles. Oh, and 5 ears. I think that might be 7. I don't know. It's a lot of weeks. But anyways, that packet is going to accompany our trip through this series. So all you're going to need is a pencil. I'm going to try to actually do it all in one pencil. It's a Blackwing pencil, and it's kind of equivalent to a 4B. So if you have a soft B pencil, 4 to 8B, that's all you're going to need for this, and a good eraser. And then I'm working literally directly in that packet. So today we're doing lips. I'm gonna do all 5, about a minute per each one, and I'm gonna show you how to not get caught up in the minutia, how to start with general shapes, and how to just dive right in. And hopefully this little 5-minute once a week will lead to 5 minutes once a day, will lead to more and more increased practice time for you. Just a little note, if you're a Fun Fab Drawing Club student and you're watching this right now, a lot of these practice items are in your updated guide. I don't know if you know this, but I totally revamped your guide. I added almost 100 pages. And this is now out on Amazon for you. Just search Fun Fab Drawing Club. If you're not a member of my drawing club and you would like some more information, there'll be a link below in the description box where you can add your name, and that will put you on the wait list. And then you will be notified when doors open. So in the meantime, Drawing Club members, grab this book. Oh, and also remember, being a Drawing Club member means that you have access to my YouTube and cheat sheet library. So that's a new cheat sheet packet in that library. If everyone else, I give out these resources like literally all the time across, I actually have 3 YouTube channels. If you want access to like just all of them in one fell swoop, you can go to awesomeartschool.com and actually grab them all in my YouTube and cheat sheet library. It's $7 right now. All that kind of keeps going up over time because I keep adding like a million things. So, all right, let's get drawing. Grab one pencil. That's the series. And I will see you next week where we will be doing noses. This week we're doing lips. Grab a pencil. I will see you at your art table. All right, my friends, we're just hanging out. We're just getting our art practice in. This is my packet. I'm super excited. 5 in 5 minutes. And I'm doing all the work right in the packet. These are a little out of order. This is like fresh, hot off the press. I don't even have it in order. So we're doing lips today. I printed out the colors. All right, I'm just working in pencil because sometimes when you're just trying to get your practice in, you just need to grab a pencil and not make it such a big art ordeal. You know, you don't need all the things. When you get practicing, you just need to get down and just get the darn practice in. And that's what we are doing. So I'm keeping supplies to a super minimum. Just a word about the Blackwing pencils because I always get a lot of questions about them. This is what they look like. They have this cool little handy dandy eraser thing that I really like because it has these angles, so it's great for erasing out little lip shines. They're stupid expensive if you buy them singly. They're about $2 each if you buy them in like a pack of a dozen. So that's what I do. It's like a luxury item, but when you're an artist for a million years, like sometimes it's like women in shoes. You just splurge sometimes, and the Blackwings are my splurge. They are just about a rough equivalent to like a 4B. So if you have a 4B pencil, oh, my lighting, I'm shooting in the dark here, literally. If you have a 4B, that's so fine. Any B pencil will do the same trick. So I'm gonna try to use just one pencil for the whole thing. I have the references here in black and white because I'm working in black and white. So I find it very distracting to work in black and white from a color reference because I'm not working in color. Do you know what I'm saying? And right now our drawing practice has nothing to do with color. It has to do with shapes and values. And so having references in black and white helps you see the values the best and helps you be able to recreate them on your paper with the pencil. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm gonna actually do? Where's my phone? Oh, I also have a little mono eraser, which is like this teeny weeny one for like little tiny bare bones. But it's, you know what? It is another luxury item. But look at, it's not that much smaller than a regular like, you know, back of a mechanical pencil. So don't beat yourself up if you don't have all the fancy things. It's just, you know, it's just my shtick. It's just my thing. And I just like the art things. So that's what I have. But don't feel bad if you just have a regular school pencil and use the butt of a mechanical pencil. You are so fine. I am going to start my clock here actually because I really do want to demonstrate like what a quick practice looks like. And it doesn't mean because it's quick. Where the heck is my clock? It doesn't mean just because it's quick that it's not any good. And that's kind of the whole point of this thing. It's that every practice is good. So just do it already. Okay? So I'm not going to be like keeping myself to the hard and fast minute rule, but I do want to keep an eye on the clock just so I am aware of how long I am taking. And I know it's not about, we're not making it our life's work. So my parents used to always say, don't make your life's work, just get it done. And that's kind of the point here. So and it helps you to kind of speed up the priorities of the project. So the priorities are shape, number 1, shape, number 2, value, number 3, details. Okay? In fact, you should write that down. We have number 1, shape, number 2, we got values, right? That's how light or dark. Take some notes, my friends. We are in school. And then the third one is details. And we're just chucking them in. Oh my gosh. You know what we need? We need some blending stumps. This is actually, while I have this literally right next to me, this is actually another set from Jerry's that they've put together for me, but nothing is ever in stock ever since COVID started. But there is a Campbell signature just like sketch set. It has a set of pencils, has this mono eraser, has my favorite vanish eraser in it. Yes. It has black, it has my favorite Pentels, all the things. Anyways, it's not about that right now. We're just I need some blending stumps. So here's who they are. Word about blending stumps. The dirtier they are, the better they work. So get them dirty quick. So we'll get on that in a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna start again. Shape, value, details. Let's begin. All right, so first I'm gonna do the shape. I'm pretending you guys aren't here. And I'm just drawing like how I would normally draw by myself when I'm not teaching. So we have the kind of the size is first. Okay. And I'm looking like at this part. This line in the center I'm looking at really carefully right now, and it's like it's pretty dead even. And then this is just ridiculously perfect, whoever's mouth this is. Kind of hate you right now. Okay, oh, hopefully my head is not in the picture. All right, so 40, all right, so it's taking 45 seconds, so I gotta hurry up. All right, so that was one. All right, number 2 is kind of value. So I'm just gonna use the side of my pencil because we gotta get going. And I'm just gonna I'm basically just filling in with color, quote unquote. Okay, because remember, number 2 is value. And it's a little bit darker on the side, so I'm going to push down a little harder. Notice how I'm holding my pencil right to the side. All right, now we're getting a little fancy. I'm just going to put some curved lines here because the mouth is has curves in it. So I'm just going to scribble those in real quick. I'm going to make this black. This was really good. I would be using a black to get the whole value scale in. I'm a little bit of a stickler to the whole value scale, I'm not gonna lie. And that's a little too big, but whatever. All right, now I'm gonna take my preferably dirty blending stump, which this is disappointingly clean, so I'm gonna make it dirty right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna I have a little bit of directionality going here for the lips. Like it's not all, that is important. All right, 2 minutes, that's okay, that's all right. All right, so I'm kind of swooping it because there is a swoopiness to the puffiness of the lips. If I just get a little bit of volume in here, I'm cool. All right, now we gotta carve out some things. So we gotta lighten up. Where's my vanish eraser? Hurry, we're on the clock. Hurry. My favorite vanish eraser. All right, for taking out big swaths of color, you can literally just lift. I'm just gonna lift some areas here. Ooh. And then if I want more targeted control, I can take the butt of my eraser. I call it the butt. I should probably think of another one. And if I want to make really skinny lines, I can take my little mono eraser. And look at this. Oh, we're getting really technical here. If you want to smudge out here, you can kind of make the skin around it. Oh, it's taking forever. It's been 3 whole minutes. And we're going to just go back here, make this a little darker. Then there's almost like a little right here. You see that on the ends? See, it's sharpening my observational skills because you start kind of noticing these little things, these little nuances. And you're like, oh, I didn't see that before. And then if you want, you can kind of draw in some lines. There's some weird lines here, but I'm not really into we're not doing super detailed stuff. We're just getting our practice in. You know what I'm saying? So here's some lines, blah, 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 blah. All right. And that's kind of good enough, really. Here's our highlighted region, which is kind of messed up because it's I don't want to get too crazy about it, but that's kind of good enough, honestly. So that's the kind of level I'm talking about, okay? So we can futz with this but I don't want to. I really don't. I just want to like get it. Okay, so that was 4 minutes for one. And this is hard for me because we are coming off the heels, if you don't know, we're coming off the heels of a 15-week series where we're doing like super crazy advanced projects here on YouTube. And now we're switching gears and we're just gonna do some light practice. And I gotta say, it's hard. But that's what I want, 4 minutes, like tops. We don't have a lot of time. We are busy. I have 3 children. You guys have a lot going on. Like, let's bang out our practice fun and fast and quick, and it's all good. I'm moving on to the next one. I'm not gonna fuss with that. I'm not gonna make it perfect. All right, ready, reset, go. You guys better be drawing with me, I swear to God. All right. This is a big fat lip system we got going on. We got the upper one. My head is in the way, I swear to God. I'm gonna fire myself. And then the bottom one is kind of like this weird uppy thing right there. And then this big dipper-doodle here. This one, the shape, remember we're doing shape, value, details. Shape is crazy. And I feel like I spend the longest time on shape in all my projects. This is a lot of more happening on this lip. Whee! It's like down here and then it comes up and then it's straight and then it's like the bottom one is like a little dark spot in the center and then it comes up again and then there's so much happening with these lips. This and then this one is just big and round. It's only been a whole minute already and I'm just doing the darn outline. It's not as exaggerated as that. I don't know why my pencil keeps insisting on doing that. All right, if my blending stump was super big and dirty, you could actually just do all this shading with your blending stump, but my blending stump is really clean, so I have to put down some graphite. And this is really fun too, like put some music on. I really want to help build the daily habit and not make it such a big deal. All right, so I'm moving in the side. Well, this is our quick coloring. So we did the shape. We're on to value. Oh, these are some mammoth lips. And then this is like super dark. And for some reason I have to shout when it's darker. Which makes no sense. Ah, but I love that, like I love this series because we are not using anything fancy. We're just using our computer paper. All right, so now details. So we're gonna fine tune everything. Good Lord. Oh no. I feel like I cannot get the shape right. It's driving me nuts. Or there's like a line city in this one. So I'm just gonna, there's so many lines. There's like 82. Oh my gosh, please tell me I've not been holding that off of the camera view this whole time. I would be so mortified. Oh, please tell me. That will be so bad. All right, and again, you want to get some volume down. I'm only using the side of my pencil to make it go faster and to put down more graphite. Okay. So again, you can kind of blend it out. And it's kind of fine if you leave the lines in, like we're staring right at them. Kind of redo the middle. Oh, this side is like all wrong. It's like this. And then this is like this. Don't be afraid of erasing either, by the way, friends. It's all good. I'm a big fan of my eraser friends. Oh. All right, now I'm just gonna carve out some highlights, I think. There's 1,000 up here, and I'm gonna make that go faster by just doing a sweepy large one. There's some here. Get my little wee mono eraser ready. Get rid of this excess stuff. And then, oh my gosh, 89,000 highlights. Highlights. Do you see these little highlights everywhere? They are not messing around. They are just everywhere. Oh my Lord, and then they're here, and then they're here. It's like I don't even have time for all these highlights. That looks craziness. But whatever. I kind of like just love the raw power of like pencil on paper. I just hope that I had that first beginning shot actually in the camera, because I'm going to be so mad if it wasn't. And I'm so sorry because I don't have time to refilm it. Okay. Oh, and I just realized it's kind of dark in here too. I can go this way too. Oh no! All right, I gotta stop because it's been 5 minutes. And that's exceeding my plan. Okay, ready? Oh, look at that. 5 minutes, 24 seconds. All right. Dude, we are doing awesome. All right, I'm keeping going. Let's go. None of these videos are gonna be 5 minutes. They're all gonna be 20 because each one is I'm gonna taking 5. All right, I don't care. Oh, ready, reset, start. Okay, this one I'm starting with the triangle. Oh, that's already out the gate wrong. Okay, sometimes this is how I normally start my lips when I do my faces. I start with the V. Okay, you guys drawing with me? How's it going? Are you doing good? And then I'm going to do the thickness next. I feel like the shape itself is taking me about a minute. But also, like, if you don't have time to do all of them, don't. All right, I'm checking to make sure I have it in the, oh good, the viewfinder. Oh, weird. This part you can't even like see. These are like pillow lips. Look at this pillow. These are dreams. All right, so this time I'm going in this way. And I can't even see the lines here. All right, I'm gonna kind of leave it alone up in the middle. Again, I'm using my pencil is literally like flat on the paper. It's the speediest way to put down graphite. Saves time. And by the way, I don't want you to think I'm rushing. It's not that I'm rushing. It's just sometimes when you just want to get your priorities straight, it's just getting going. It's putting something down on paper and just trying not to care so much. There's a lot of people that go really, really like, they just take it very seriously. And I think sometimes it's just a killjoy. So sometimes I just want you to like be loose. Let's have a little bit of a mouth race and like just get our practice in this way. And also not have everything, again, just be so serious and so like perfect. Like, let's just lay down some lips real quick and see what happens. Can we do it? I don't even know. I can't do it under 5 minutes, clearly. But now I'm kind of getting faster. I feel like I'm kind of getting warmed up. I've actually had a really long day today. Really long day. So this kind of play is really nice way to unwind. All right, so now I'm also noticing this is where these go. This is so dark and this is so light. So mine should be so dark and then so light. You see that? So it's like, oh, how can I do that? I'm gonna go in here and look at, I'm putting a lot of pressure. I'm holding my pencil flat down and I'm applying a lot of pressure to get that value in. Is it gonna work? And sometimes too, I don't know if it's gonna work. I just try stuff. And I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna mush it upwards because it kind of fades, right? It goes from dark to light. So now I'm gonna see if I can kind of manipulate that. Can I make that dark to light? Now mine's like too dark. But guess what I'm gonna say to that? Oh well. It's not a big deal, guys. Who cares? All right, blah, blah, blah. I do wish I had a black. I do love my value scale so much, and you can't have a value scale if you don't have black in, but we're just doing pencils, so too bad. All right, and listen, all my Fun Fab Drawing Club students, don't show me up. I know all your work's gonna be better than mine. I know it. It always is. Darn little, I'm on to you guys. You have been knocking my utter socks off, especially with the Whimsical Women projects. Holy Moses. All right, I gotta take this home. It's kind of a good enough phase right now. It's a little like, I'm gonna take this and kind of swipe it. I know this is getting picky though, and I gotta watch myself because that's not what this is about. But, oh, see, now I'm going too far. It isn't as dark as I've made it. All right, let me just get my values straightened up and I'm gonna pull out of here. There are excessive numbers of lines in here and they're all crooked and crazy. So if you draw them crooked and crazy and then you're like, oh my God, what have I done? Just take your blending stump and then just mush them out again. And it's like it never happened. All right, but I like the little pillowy middle part. Again, if you went too dark on it, you can erase it out. If you erase too much, you can blend it back in. It's as simple as that. You can kind of push, pull in your darks and your lights. All right, it's not the best mouth I've ever seen in the world, but guess what? Don't care. Moving on, because you know what? It's 4:52, and I promised myself I wouldn't exceed. Look at that, look at that. Ah, 4:58. Next. That one is good enough. I'm moving on. Okay. Oh, I almost knocked something off my desk. All right, this one's going to be tricky because there's all highlights and dark. Reset. And go. I'm not going to stop and freak out about it. Oh, I wanted to show you guys though that her nostril is not lined up with her mouth. Look how crazy that is. It's like her nose needs to move over. So that's why I included the nose in the reference, because I got such a kick out of that. All right, this is like, okay, shape number 1. Let's do it. Coming up and down. Up and down. And then we're coming in, and then we're coming up. And then we're going over, and then we're going down, and then we're going across. Dude, we are on a roll. And then the bottom lip is like, boop. There's, oh, I can see teeth. I didn't notice there was teeth in there, but there are 2 teeth in there that I see now. And then we got a full lower lip, not that full. Yep, I'm at a minute. It takes me a minute to draw them. I can't believe I thought I would be able to do it all in 1 minute. That's pretty funny. Okay, so now we know it's 5 minutes per feature. So I didn't exactly lie. I just didn't realize what the 5 minutes was going to refer to each one and not total. Whatever, we're getting there now. All right, kind of blah, blah, blah. This could be a little bit bigger. All right, now we got to do value, right? So I'm just kind of scribbling down. Oh, I just was like, Karen, you haven't even looked to see if you're even getting this in camera. And again, if my head is in any of these, I am the worst, and I am so sorry. Okay. So have you noticed, see how this is like a big highlighted swath? So I'm kind of like avoiding that. So I'm going to put graphite at the bottom and kind of like a little at the top. I'm just squiggling it across because I want to let my blending stump do the rest of the work. Do you guys remember, if any of you guys joined me, I did a huge drawing challenge in September, and we did the facial features at Awesome Art School. And oh my gosh, it was like 45 minutes for every feature. It was crazy. So you can spend an entire hour easily on just one mouth. But again, that's not the point of this. The point is you're stuck at an airport. And oh, remember when we used to fly places? You're stuck at a doctor's appointment and you're kind of stressed out. And you know that drawing makes you feel better, but you think you don't have enough time to do anything. But really, you have, where the heck did that pencil even come from? But really, you have 5 minutes, and you know that drawing would actually decrease your stress a lot because you're at the waiting room, you know, not excited about something. And you know what you can do? You can actually whip out your little workbook, and you can draw a couple mouths in just 5 minutes. And guess what happens while you're drawing? You're now distracted and you're not worried so much about your doctor's appointment because you are busy making a really cool mouth, as it turns out, in the notebook that you brought and with your singular pencil that you have stashed away in your purse. And that's the kind of time I'm talking about. You can make time pretty easily if you just stash put a little pencil pouch in your purse, you know? Put a pencil pouch in there. Grab a little notebook. You can put these sheets in a little binder and just take them with you and then get them out. You can easily hide it. No one has to know what you're even doing. Uh-oh. All right, I'm getting too futzy and we are running out of time. Oh, you know what? It is black in the middle here. I'm just gonna, bye teeth. I'm just pretend there are no teeth. It's just a black void. Okay, we're doing value only. Just pretend I didn't even see those teeth. Look at that. Look what you can do there. Just cheat it out. And then we gotta put some, all right, talk about, oh, so many freaking highlights again. You're killing me, mouths. All right, so blah, blah, blah. And then we have those, I just erased the whole side. And I don't care if there's outline. I know it's like a realistic mouth doesn't have outlines. I know, that's not the point of this. Okay, value. Now we're gonna carve out we're gonna add some highlights in. They can kind of more or less look like the photo. We don't really care. Ooh, look at all these highlights. Again, so many highlights. So many highlights. Just scraping them out with my pencil. And then there's like here. I'm just doing a real quick and dirty job. Right around here. I'm just gonna sweep over. I'm not even talking English right now. Okay, and then maybe one at the bottom. Boom. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, it went a little over, but I was also talking my face off the whole time. But I'm just stopping there. It's good enough. Next. Okay, look at how interesting her lips are. Isn't that so interesting? It's like the weirdest. Okay, reset. Don't even look at it. Don't even analyze it. Okay. So here we go. This is our last one, guys. Are you having fun? You making some lips with me? You better be. All right, this is fascinating because this goes like this. I've truthfully never drawn lip shape this way before, and I thought it was so cool when I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, we are doing that one. It's like a heart on top. Look at that. That's real. That's not like makeup. Her lip really looks like that. It feels really bizarre drawing that shape. And then look at this. And then it's like this down. This one is down, and then it comes up and over. Weird, right? And mine is way too big. I'm just noticing how big it is. I'm going to shorten this up. Shorten this up. Again, I think personally that the shape is the hardest part to get right the fastest. It's hard. Just do your best job. Don't worry about it. Okay, and then this comes around, and then this comes like this. Look how hard my outline is. I'm like pressing down super hard for some reason. I don't really know why I'm doing that. Why is my mouth so huge? It's really big. Don't know why I'm doing that. Ugh. It's, all right, well, it's like ingrained into my paper because I was pushing down so hard. I'm not really sure why that is. I can't explain it. It's just happening. Zoop. I think I'm like willing my hand to get it right. It's also super annoying because I have to keep my head out of the way of the camera, and my head wants to desperately be where the camera is. Okay, this is so annoying me wrong. I think it's because I don't have any muscle memory for this kind of mouth shape because I've never drawn it before. All right, it's taking me 2 minutes and I'm still not happy with it, so I'm just gonna forget. I'm just gonna pretend that I am happy with it and move on. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like, oh my God, like shut up, the perfectionist. It's so annoying. And also, you know what I like to do? I used to do this when I was a less experienced artist. I used to remind myself, this is how I like built up my own confidence from within, was I used to just remind myself that like, if you show your final drawing, it's like you have to remember that people aren't seeing the reference. So what? They don't know that this wasn't a shape. They don't know that like your lines weren't perfect, right? They don't know that, you know what I mean? Like they have nothing to compare it to if you're just showing someone your final. It's also a great way, so that's a great way to build your own confidence from within. Another fun thing to do is to just pretend like, well, when you make mistakes, you just literally pretend like Bob Ross it and be like, oh, well, I meant to do that. Like, what if I did mean to do that? How would you know if I did purposely mean to do that or I didn't purposely mean to do that? You have no way of knowing. So just pretend that you did. It's as easy as that. Okay, again, this is the kind of thing where like it's really dark like here. The bottom of the upper lip is super dark all the way around. So we're gonna we're gonna earth it in. You know what I'm talking about. We do all sorts of earthing in this class. And then we're gonna use our blending stump to carry that graphite around. This is gonna be nice and, oh my, look at my, geez Louise, horrific erase lines. All right, now we need, these are not subtle highlights. These are like loud and proud, bright white highlights. So we're gonna just etch them right from our paper. Oh, this is the worst mouth shape ever drawn. And this won't even come off of my paper. So, you know, oh, there we go. Look at that. I just blended it. Oh no, it was just the skin. What? See? Oh, I meant to do that. I just make it work. Oh, what? That's not erasing. That's just the skin tone. Obviously. Got this. All right, now we do more highlights. So that she's got this really pronounced highlight here, which I just feel like I have to put in because it's so pronounced. And this way as well. What a weird lip design. I mean that in the nicest way, lady. I'm not insulting your lips. Okay. Then there's one here, and then, oh, here we go. We got these crazy lines, and then, yeah, we had these already. And then there is even like one randomly here. I had one reference that I had to get rid of. It was so glossy. It was like making me nauseous. I was like, oh, it looks like her mouth is like covered in saliva and not lip gloss. I literally like tossed it from my stash of references. These are all copyright-free references. Don't worry. All right. And we have our lip lines. Kind of, maybe not that liney. Whee! Just chucking some in, not even really paying attention to where they're going. And this is, have you noticed all of them have had this really dark shadow underneath? Did you guys notice those? Like all of them? You can go back and just quickly be like, oh yeah, there's a dark line under here. Did you see that? And this helps you when you get to your faces, when you're doing your overall faces, because you remember these times when you really like honed in on these lips. Like, look at that. Did you see that? Under? Look how dark that is. Dark that is, right? And look at, here, I'm going to turn my stop off. It was like 6 minutes exactly. And then see how dark that is? You see that? Every single one. Ooh, this one I didn't draw it in all the way, so I can add that in. Same thing up here. Look at that. This one is really missing. So we can actually add that in. So that's a good idea. After we're done, just take like 5 more minutes tops for the whole sheet, all 5. And go, you can just do any little tweaks that you want, but just for a few minutes. Don't get all crazy and overworking. Okay, I'm just erasing my guidelines. And then again, I don't like how that choppy looks. You can just add them back in. You can do so much with a dirty blending stump. It's like the drawer's best cheat. But make sure you do have that little shady bottom part for all of your lips because it really makes them pop. All right, So, oh, and look at this one too. This is another thing you can pay attention to is what happens at the above and as well as below. You get these fun little shady regions, and that really also gives them a lot of like dimension. See how I just did that one little thing, just made such a big difference there. These are hilarious. So maybe on this one, we just want to like have some more fun with, oh my, seriously, the highlights are like out of control. But you can't do the highlights if you don't have enough graphite down. Like I could have even gone even darker for the highlights. I mean, for the value under it, you know what I'm saying? I could have gone even more. And then again, this is really dark under here. It's really, 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 really dark. And then this too, I didn't do such a good job with this one because this one is also that subtlety where you have, again, the skin color extends beyond the mouth. And then look at this one. This whole mouth is highlighted around it, and I didn't have any of that on there. So I'm guessing if I do that now, it would make it look a little bit more three-dimensional. And then look at this one, even has these little nose lines. They're really, really subtle on that photograph. And this is why I don't do color when I'm doing my like pencil practice, because it's just too many things or like you have to contend with. Whereas this way you can just focus and be like, okay, what is dark, what is light, you know, what is happening here? But that helps really bring things together. And other things I missed entirely were like these little highlights here and here. And this one like highlighted this, like I can't even differentiate the color of the lip from the paper. So there's all sorts of little fun things that you can do. And you can also like lift, like this is really dark. But again, this is getting really picky, and I really, really don't want to get into being super picky. But you can pull some extra from if there's any areas that are too dark. And then can you see how it's getting better though with the practice too? Like the first one was really rough. That one actually looks okay now. And it feels weird when you're in the moment and you're like digging all these like weird, like that's weird to be like taking your eraser and being like dig, 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 dig. Like it feels insane. But then when you zoom out and you're like, oh, there's a mouth. Look at that. So, okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we can do. So these are 5 minutes each, or about 5 or 6 minutes each. There's also another sheet for you that I included in your 20-page packet. So if you want to go find your own references, you can do that and do your own lip practice here. And next week we are doing the noses. Okay? So I will see you next week for the noses. You can click the playlist here and it will go through all of them for you. And at the end of the series, I will click to the playlist that shows you how to put them all into a face. So I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Let me know if you want the packet.